Welcome to the numismatic world. If you've ever flipped through a handful of quarters, chances are you haven't thought twice about most of them. After all, they're just a part of everyday life. But what if we told you that some of these common coins, like the 1992 P quarter, could actually be worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, hold on tight because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1992 P quarter, a coin that, despite being minted in large numbers, has become one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in the world of numismatics. So, what makes the 1992 P quarter so rare? Well, it all comes down to the minting process and some unexpected errors that occurred when this coin was produced. While most quarters from this year are fairly ordinary, there's a small group of them that have a hidden flaw, one that has elevated them from being mere pocket change to being prized collectibles. The most notable reason for the rarity of the 1992 P quarter is the errors that occurred during its production. Some of these coins were struck with a double die or an off-center misalignment, meaning that the design was improperly aligned or doubled. These mistakes are far from the norm in minting and add significant value to the coin. Imagine buying a simple quarter, only to later discover that it's not just a 25-cent piece, it's a rare treasure worth a fortune. But it doesn't stop there. It's not only the errors that make the 1992 P quarter extraordinary. The context in which this coin was minted adds another layer to its story, giving collectors even more reason to seek it out. The shift in technology during the early 90s and the evolving standards of coin production created just the right environment for such rare finds to surface. To fully understand the rarity of the 1992 P quarter, we need to take a step back and look at the history of the U.S. quarter itself. The quarter dollar, as we know it today, has evolved significantly since it was first introduced in 1796. Back then, the coin had a completely different design, featuring the bust of Lady Liberty. But over time, the design shifted to reflect significant moments in American history and the faces of important figures. In 1932, the Washington quarter was introduced to honor the first President of the United States, George Washington. The coin was initially created as part of a commemoration of Washington's 200th birthday. The obverse design featured a portrait of Washington, and the reverse displayed an eagle with a shield. This design would remain largely unchanged for the next several decades. In fact, the Washington quarter became one of the most enduring and beloved coin designs in U.S. history. It represented American strength, unity, and patriotism. Little did anyone know, this seemingly simple coin would one day become a cornerstone of numismatics, especially when rare errors like the ones found on the 1992 P quarter started to emerge. Now, let's talk about the process behind the 1992 P quarter. The P mint mark on the coin stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where the coin was struck. Philadelphia has been the home of the U.S. Mint since its establishment in 1792, and the Mint has played a pivotal role in producing the nation's coins ever since. By the time 1992 rolled around, the U.S. Mint had gone through significant technological advancements. New machinery and updated techniques were being used to strike coins more efficiently and accurately. However, with these advancements came new opportunities for errors to creep in. The precision required in aligning dies and striking the coins was sometimes compromised, especially with the larger volumes of coinage being produced. This is where the 1992 P quarter stands out. Among the thousands of standard 1992 quarters, a small number were struck with imperfections, errors that many collectors and enthusiasts now covet. These coins were often double-struck or had misaligned dies, creating a design that was not perfectly centered or fully aligned. Some even feature cuds, which are raised blobs of metal that form when a die cracks and causes a small chunk of metal to form on the edge of the coin. Now, let's explore what happens when a coin like the 1992 P quarter, with these rare errors, enters the hands of collectors. Coins that are produced with such mistakes are highly prized because they are unique. No two error coins are the same. The imperfections that appear on these coins make them highly collectible, and therefore, incredibly valuable. For example, one of the most coveted error types found on the 1992 P quarter is the double die, a type of error where the design is struck multiple times, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. These errors are hard to come by and can only be spotted with careful inspection. When collectors find one, it's like finding a hidden gem, and they will pay handsomely for it. But it's not just the errors that make the 1992 P quarter worth so much. The sheer rarity of these error coins plays a huge role in their value. Out of the millions of quarters minted in 1992, only a small percentage have these minting errors. That rarity means that collectors will go to great lengths to get their hands on one, often driving up the price of a single coin to astonishing levels. The 1992 P quarter didn't just emerge as a rare coin by accident, it came about at a time when coin collecting was gaining immense popularity. The 1980s and 1990s saw a boom in numismatics, with collectors eagerly searching for coins that were out of the ordinary. As new coins were introduced and older coins were phased out, it became increasingly difficult to find those special, unique pieces that stood out from the crowd. The 1992 P quarter became one of those sought-after treasures, and the market for such rare coins grew exponentially. With the rise of online marketplaces and auction houses specializing in rare coins, enthusiasts from around the world began competing to get their hands on the most unique and valuable pieces. Some of the most dedicated collectors would even pay top dollar just for a coin with a small minting error, anything to complete their collection. As time went on, the 1992 P quarter began to gain a reputation in the numismatic community. Coins with significant errors, like the double die or the off-center strikes, became more and more valuable. Collectors were keenly aware of their worth, and some were even willing to pay outrageous prices just to own one. And then, in a stunning moment that left the numismatic world in awe, one particularly rare 1992 P quarter was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $5 million. Yes, you read that right, $5 million. This coin, struck with a particularly rare error, was snapped up by an anonymous collector, setting a new record for a single quarter coin. It was a moment that proved just how powerful the world of coin collecting can be, and how a seemingly simple 25-cent piece could become a multi-million-dollar treasure. The story of the 1992 P quarter is a remarkable one. From its humble beginnings at the Philadelphia Mint to its rise as one of the most valuable error coins in history, this quarter has captured the imaginations of collectors worldwide. Its rarity, caused by minting errors, has made it an icon in the world of numismatics, and its sale for $5 million serves as a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer, the 1992 P quarter reminds us that sometimes, hidden treasures are closer than we think, right under our noses in the very change we carry every day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your opinion in the comments.